He said, you go to this camp. It was this Christian camp. It was 2 weeks long. He said, go to this camp or you're out of our house. We don't have anywhere to put you. We can't do it. I was pretty much, I mean, I know there's many issues with me of the way I was acting. I was really harming their marriage, which was already in a rough place. So, you know, definitely didn't want me to be a part of that family if I was going to act that way. So I went to this camp, and for the first time in my life, I met people that cared. And they got their hands on me. They accepted me. They reached out to me in such a way that disarmed me every response that I had for people. You know, my natural way of get your hands off me, don't come near me, was completely disarmed just by the love and grace that they had. And they were Christian people that they had different. The way they looked was different. The way their eyes were different. And,
this was the first time in your life that you had felt that.
Yeah, I never met any people, and even people my own age that were there, that would look at you with such, you know, there was just something beautiful in their eyes, and the way they talked to you was like it was going to be okay. So by the end of that camp, I was radically changed.
Did you dive right in, or were you a little bit, let's wait and see?
No, I dived right in, all the way. All the way.
You were like, hey, yeah.
By the end of that summer, I'd become a Christian, and I was done with all that.
Just haven't looked back.
Haven't looked back since, actually. Completely. Radically changed me, and it was pretty wild.
Now, what age were you when this happened?
I was probably 13 or 14. I was going into 9th grade.
Okay, so then after that, did your grandparents decide that you were going to stay?
They said it was okay that I stay. And yeah.
So you really made a conscious decision, albeit in response to love, but you made a conscious decision to stop one way and turn in another.
To me, it wasn't even a decision. Like I came in contact with something that was irresistible to me. You know, somebody that they had something that I needed so much that I couldn't refuse. You know, there was no other option for me. You know, it's too hard to live with anger and hate and doubt and shame and fear. You know, there's none of those things I wanted anymore.
Where do you think you would have ended up if this hadn't happened?
Well, if I went to live with my mom, it probably would not have ended up very well. You know.
Do you think you'd even be alive?
You know, who knows? You can't answer questions like that, really.
That's true.
I have no clue what would have happened to me, but I knew that I would not be sitting here. For sure.
With a smile on your face.
Absolutely.
How do you think that this whole experience and your whole upbringing has impacted the way that you look at things? Was it a catalyst in some way to cause you to clarify certain ideas that you have now, or feel more strongly about them?
Oh, it's changed everything for me. I have more than just an affinity for people that are in situations like this or poor, but it's like the very heart of everything that I'm about is. There's one thing that I know for certain is that I'm not much different than the person I see on the street or the prostitute, you know, or even the people that are indulging in those acts that, like, because they're all from the same side of the tracks as I am. So I didn't grow up with this me-them mentality, and so I feel a kindred spirit with people of that nature, of that proclivity, of people that are grown up, you know, around that. So many people feel isolated from that demographic of people, which are poor people, needy people, whether they're vagrants or
not us.
whoever they are, and they don't really have this affinity or this connection, and so it's changed everything. I don't have layers of separation when it comes to those kinds of things. I see them as my family because that's where I come from. I've never been able to shake that. That's where my roots are, not just because of my mother, but because I have 4 other siblings that are from this same lifestyle.